Right. Amidst rising tension, the Court of Appeal in Abuja has sacked Abba Yusuf as governor of Kano State, upholding the decision of the lower election petition tribunal that, earlier nullified his election, declaring Nasir Gawuna of the APC winner of the 18th March governorship election in the state. What's your reading of this development, BKO?
Actually, I thought that the NNPP would be able to provide um, some defense that will enable the appeal court countermand the decision of the tribunal. But apparently, there's no defense for there's no defense that they came up with in respect of the case put forward by the All Progressive Congress. And so the appeal court was left with no choice than to uphold the decision of the lower tribunal. Remember, NNPP produced just one witness throughout the trial at the lower tribunal, and you are tempted to think that they took the matter too lightly. I think that if the party loses this matter, even at Supreme Court level, then they have themselves to blame. There is no reason in the world for NNPP to not submit a valid party register to INEC. That is stipulated in the law, that every party, that's Section 77 of the Electoral Act, stipulates that political parties shall have a membership register. And to validate the nomination of an individual for governor, to now validate the candidacy of an individual on the platform of your party, you have to provide that register to show that that person is indeed a member of the party, to show that that person is qualified to run for election. If you fail to produce that, then in the eyes of the law, that individual is not a member of your party. That individual is not qualified to run for election. Listen to what Justice Moore Adumian said. As rightfully found, Abba Yusuf was not a member of the NNPP at the time he was purportedly sponsored by his party, and he was not qualified to contest the March election. That's what the judge said. So the court held that the appellant did not submit his NNPP membership register. Neither did they tender a statement on oath regarding his membership of the party. And to make matters worse, it was on the 6th of July, 2023, according to the tribunal, that the NNPP brought the membership register that was already signed, stamped, and showing the name of the governor to INEC. Ibrahim, tell me why our politicians are like this. The law is clear. You must file your party register with INEC. Why would NNPP, if there is no internal sabotage? My suspicion is that from within the ranks of the party, some people made up their minds to sabotage it. Why would NNPP submit its register showing that the governor is a member of the party on July 6th, long after the election? Meaning that at the time of that election, he was not a member of the party. He was still in the PDP. That's the inference that anybody can draw from this. Apart from that, there was also the matter of um, about 160,000 votes that were said not to be stamped, ballots that were not stamped. So the question that people have been asking is, okay, where did those ballots come from? If they do not bear the INEC stamp, can anyone rightfully say that those are valid ballots without the INEC stamp going through them? So Abba Yusuf's votes were reduced by 165,000. Bringing his total votes to 853,939, while Gawuna's 890,705 votes were unaffected. You know, in the course of inspecting the ballot materials used in the course of the election, it was discovered that 165,000 of the ballots were not stamped. And those were votes recorded in favor of Abba Yusuf. So once those invalid ballots were removed, it gave Nasiru Gawuna of the APC the lead. He scored 890,705, while Abba Yusuf scored 853,939. So that is where we are. It's difficult to lose 165,000 in a very competitive election and expect that your opponents will not gazump you in the process. All votes count. But where you lose 165,000 votes, it is a no-brainer. In a highly competitive state like Kano, you are not likely to survive. And this is what has happened. So if the Supreme Court would look at things the way the tribunal and the appeals tribunal looked at them, if the Supreme Court would come to the conclusion that ballots not duly stamped cannot be deemed to be valid ballots, that means 165,000 votes given to Abba Yusuf are gone forever. And if the Supreme Court would also agree, in line with Section 77 of the Electoral Act, that no candidate can be deemed to be validly nominated without a voter register, without a party register, showing that that person is indeed